Speed matters. Business planning tip of the day. My name is Nicholas Coriano. Went to business school, went to law school. Got a ton of businesses, 29 apartments, laundromat, online businesses. Wrote over 1,000 business plans for clients. And moving and grooving on YouTube to teach you guys. My whole mission on YouTube is to help make a billion millionaires. So I'm in practice. All entrepreneurs should be in practice. And the message today is speed matters. So these are my life lessons, what I've learned from building businesses, failing at businesses, succeeding at businesses, coaching clients, what clients have taught me. You can imagine with a couple $1 million CEOs, that need a business plan or a pitch deck. I learned a thing or two from them, right? You can learn from everybody. And what I'm learning today, again, and I've definitely talked about this in a couple YouTube videos before, is that speed matters. Time is, that old saying, time is money. It's interesting. In economics, there's a principle, time value of money. If you're interested, Google time value of money. I think I put up another video in the time value of money. So it basically means that, the longer money is out, the more time out, the more money can be made or lost, depending on where you put the money, right? So there's some things that cost you money over time and some things that make you money over time. But the whole point is that there's a correlation between time and money, right? And this video, I want to reiterate that speed matters and how much value you can get. We all have the same 24 hours, but how much value you can get out of your day compared to the competition is what makes you richer. So, what made me think about this today was, I have 3 days left till I leave on a trip to Chicago, and I treat everything like I'm going on vacation. So I got a mission to get done while I'm in upstate New York, messing with my real estate. I'm actually converting one of my apartments into an Airbnb. Great business model when it works in the right demographics. A little bit more work, but a little bit more money. But I only have 2 days left, right? Before I leave, I got to get a bed. I got to stage this place. I got to take pictures. I just changed all the outlets today. I have a guy there changing all the outlets today. And anytime something's delayed, you lost. There's an opportunity cost there. There's an opportunity cost with how much you lost because you could have been doing. So speed, how fast you get things done, is critical. So I'll give you an example. This bed, I have to go get this bed. If I wait till after I come back from vacation to go pick up this bed, which would be a lot easier. I got a ton of client work that I have to do also today. It would cost me the 3 weeks of time that I could have Airbnb the apartment because I can't take the pictures, I can't put it on Airbnb, I can't make the money back, right? So that speed allows me the access to another $1,500 for that apartment to be rented, whereas I would lose out on the opportunity of $1,500 if I had to wait those 3 weeks. So that little small, that small step. I'll give you another example. When you're in contracting, I'll give you this is a great example. I'll give you a contracting example and a restaurant example. A restaurant example, I've had clients that they sign the lease, right? You sign the lease to get into your new space. Then they start renovating. And then they open up. And then they start marketing, which is the wrong order. Should have started marketing at the beginning. Because now you start marketing, you got to wait another 3 weeks, right? So you have to be ahead of the curve. So when I say speed, you want to lap the competition, and the competition is really yourself. The competition is your game plan. You want to lap that thing. You want to go so far ahead in the game plan that you're not getting surprised by anything. You're commanding the timeline. Okay? So, for example, speed matters. Before you even go sign the lease, you should have your marketing campaign set up. You should definitely have all your materials ordered and almost ready to be delivered there the day after the lease is signed. Because any time wasted is costing you more money. I've seen restaurants go under in the first 6 months that didn't apply these principles. They went in and they signed the lease and they were very nonchalant about what they're doing. Oh, let's order the banner now. Oh, let's put together the menus now. Too late. Speed matters. So use every minute of your day wisely. and that doesn't mean, be a workaholic. I do believe in health, wealth, happiness. You need a balance in your life of what you're doing. But needless to say, in business, you want to execute quickly and move on. Another example, I'll give you the manufacturing example. Manufacturing, I've seen guys that, they don't get paid until after the product is made. Their speed really matters. Because I've seen guys that, they're making parts and it takes them 4 weeks and then they get the $20,000 check. And they spent 4 weeks, they had 2 guys they had to pay, plus the rent, plus the overhead. And then there's another guy, it takes him 3 months to do it. But he still paid those guys for 3 months. He still paid 3 months of rent. So you can see pretty clearly there, right, why speed matters. So keep that in mind, move quickly. The last example I'll give you guys is from my startup clients. Like I said, I've had over 1,000 business planning clients. You can check out thebusinessplanningguru.com or nicholascoriano.com or servitude.com. I got a ton of websites up that do everything from forming your LLC to writing your business plan to putting together pitch decks. And in pitch decks, I've seen is I've had the startup clients, right? They'll hone in on a couple investors instead of going in, which is good if you're presenting yourself very appropriately, and I'll explain that in a second. But usually it's a numbers game. You're going to have to hit up a lot of people when you're seeking an investment, and you have to present to a lot of people. And their speed matters, because the longer that process takes you, the less time you have money, the more money you're running out. You're eating something. You have a burn rate. You're spending money on something, whether it's food, rent, whatever it is. There's always something. Or you're spending somebody else's money or time. And at the very least, you're spending your time, which is valuable or should be valuable. So they keep honing in on one investor. They'll call a guy. They'll plan on calling the guy. They'll get the number the night before. Then they'll call the guy in the morning. It's like too late. Speed matters. You need a list of people that at 8 a.m. if you're doing cold calls, you're calling all of them. If you're emailing, you got the email list out, and you're being as efficient as you can with your time. You're not going, making a call for a purchase order over here and then shooting over an email and then going back to the warehouse and then you're systemizing it and organizing it and grouping it in functions, where if you're just doing emails, all right, you sit down and you pump out those, 1,000, 10,000 emails, whatever it is. Become as efficient as possible. And I've always said, templates and technology will save you a bunch of time. I've said this before in videos. Templates and technology will save you tons of time, but speed matters. Remind yourself of that, how fast you do it. I'll give you one last example when it comes to money. Yesterday at 6 o'clock, I get paid for a client, and I put that money right into an investment this morning at 9 a.m., which is now going up. I'm not saying that's always the case with investments, but it could have been the other way. I could have paid off debt, which stopped accruing interest on a credit card, let's say. So if I took that money and as soon as I got it, I put it in, the speed at which I put it into that credit card debt determines how much less credit interest I'm paying, right? And the same thing with the speed at which I put it into an investment will determine, because investments take time. So time value of money principle, again, right? The fact that you put it into an investment, and after a certain amount of time, there's a certain amount of value that you'll get from it. But that means the faster you put it in, right, the faster the return comes. The slower you put it in, or the later you put it in, the later your return comes, right? And you might be dead by then. Speed matters. Speed matters, right? So I go and grab that money. I deposit that into an investment, and I paid off credit card debt with some of the money, right? But again, why does that matter? Because when I'm paying off that debt, I'm going, boom, I beat American Express. They gave me 30 days credit free, right? Interest free, right? So I can go and use my American Express for a venture that I know I'm going to get my money back in less than 30 days. I'll use that money for free, make some more money. It comes back into the account. The speed at which I do that matters, because if I don't do it fast enough, the interest starts building up, right? If I don't do it fast enough on an investment, I miss the opportunity, right? So the whole point I want you guys to get to is speed matters. Speed matters. And the faster you guys hit that like button, that subscribe button, that share button, the faster I'm going to give out I'm gonna. I want to get creative here with the things I'm giving out, because I am gonna give these things out. If we hit 620,000 likes, I know I set impossible goals for myself. I don't know what to tell you. You should be setting impossible goals for yourself because it's all possible. 620,000 likes. If I get 620,000 likes, I'm going to. I got this. I'm gonna fly out on a private jet because speed matters. That's the whole point of this video. I'll take one of the people in the comment section at random. So you got to comment below in the YouTube video. We'll go on a private jet somewhere. I've never been on a private jet, but mark my words, it's coming. I actually have an appointment with a pilot, private jet pilot, when I get to Seattle. I'm plotting and scheming, man. I'm thinking bigger. I hope you guys are thinking bigger. I hope you guys are great. I hope you guys are motivated. Never give up. Keep rocking. Go for your dreams. And have a great day.